Hello, my name is Sahil Hamdus, and this is a screen course for Project Zero for HTML and CSS. So let's start. This is my index.html file, and I will open it in my default web browser, which is, by the way, Microsoft Edge. So as you can see here, okay, this is the Google search webpage. I have my search bar here, my Google search button, and my I'm feeling lucky button. As per what has been requested by the specifications, the search bar, the Google search button, and the I'm feeling lucky button are all found at the center of the web page, with both buttons being below the search bar. Also, the corners of the search bar are rounded. At the top right corner, I have two links. The first link is the Google image search, and the second link is the Google advanced search. So overall, I have three web pages which I have written. I also have a Google logo, which is simply a PNG image I have downloaded from the internet. Without further ado, let's try the functionality of the web page. So let's type in cuts, right? And I click on the Google search button. So it works perfectly. As you can see here in the URL, Q is equal to cuts. So this is a normal Google search for cuts. Now, if we look more closely, the first result for the Google search is from Wikipedia, right? So let's remember that and go back to our Google search page. Next, I will try the I'm feeling lucky button, which, from what I've just seen, should just take us to the Wikipedia result of cuts. This is not important. Yes, so it works perfectly. So this is Wikipedia, and this is a result for cut. So this was the first result for our normal Google search cuts, right? So let's go back. Next, we'll move to the Google image search. And to do that, we press on the link. So this is a web page for the Google image search. Just like for the Google search page, it follows the specifications which have been requested. That is, have the search bar and the Google image search button all have been centered, okay, and also the button is below the search bar. Without wasting time, we'll search for cuts. Let's press the Google image search, and this should take us to the image section of our query. So it works as it should. As you can see here, we are in the image section and these are different cuts. If we look at the URL, we can see that Q is equal to cuts and UDM is equal to 2. So UDM is equal to 2 was another option for me to be able to code the Google image search webpage, but I preferred using a different action. But using UDM is equal to 2 as a get parameter was also a good idea. So let's go back. Now, on the top right corner of the Google image search webpage, I have a return back link, which will bring me back to my Google search page. From here on, I will try on the Google advanced search. So, as much as possible, I've tried to make the layout of my Google advanced search webpage to resemble that of the original webpage. As you can see here, we have Google, we have the advanced search. It's the same here. The font is quite larger here because I wanted it to fit through the whole of the web page, else it will not have looked quite aesthetic. So the font is increased only for aesthetics. But as you can see, we have obeyed all the specifications which have been stated. That is, I've put, like it is here, okay, all these words, this exact word or phrase, any of these words, and none of these words. Also, I've put prompts next to the text boxes. This is only for aesthetics, so that it looks better and closer to the layout of the original Google Advanced Search page. And also that the Advanced Search button is blue with white text. So let's try it. So here, let's say I put Harvard, the bad option. We now move on to MIT, Yale, and finally, say Oxford. Right? Should be capital, I guess. So let's press an advanced search key. Yes, so this is a result for the advanced search. As we can see in the URL, as Q is equal to Harvard, as EPQ is equal to MIT, as OQ is equal to Yale, and as EQ is equal to Oxford. Right? So this is the advanced search for my webpage. And at the top right corner, I have a link, okay, which brings me back to my original webpage. That is the Google search page. This is the end of the presentation. I hope I've done everything correctly, and thank you for your attention.